Marie Curie was born in Warsaw, Poland, in 1867, a time when women were not allowed to dream too big. Her father was a teacher, her mother a school principal, but tragedy struck early. By the age of 11, Marie had lost her mother to tuberculosis. She grew up in a household where books were sacred, but opportunity was scarce. Poland, under Russian rule, suppressed education, especially for girls. So she joined the underground Flying University, a secret institution that taught science and literature in defiance of the regime. She studied in silence, in secret, with relentless hunger for knowledge. And though the world offered her little, she refused to offer less of herself in return. At age 24, Marie made a bold decision. She left her homeland and moved to Paris. She had no wealth, no social standing, and barely spoke French. She rented a tiny attic room where she slept under thin blankets in freezing winters, and studied by candlelight. During the day, she attended lectures at the Sorbonne, one of the few women in a sea of men. She survived on bread and tea, but her appetite for science never weakened. She graduated at the top of her class in physics, and soon after, in mathematics. This city, cold and indifferent, had become her battleground, and she had no intention of losing. In 1894, she met Pierre Curie, a physicist known for his groundbreaking work in magnetism. They shared not just a love for science, but a mutual respect few others offered her. Their marriage was a partnership of minds and hearts. Together, they turned a small, unheated laboratory into the center of a scientific revolution. Marie began her doctoral research on radioactive substances, a term she would later coin. She worked tirelessly, often in harsh conditions, crushing tons of pitchblende to extract a mysterious new element. The air around them glowed faintly. It was dangerous work, but also historic. And they knew something extraordinary was unfolding. In 1898, the Curies announced the discovery of two new elements, polonium, named after her beloved Poland, and radium, a substance that emitted powerful rays of energy. They had no advanced equipment. Their tools were primitive. Their methods, exhausting. Marie stirred boiling vats by hand, filtered residue, and kept notes by lamplight. Her fingers blistered. Her health began to suffer. Yet she never paused. Never complained. What they had found could transform medicine, physics, the world itself. In 1903, they were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, the first woman to ever receive it. Three years later, tragedy shattered her world. Pierre was killed in a street accident, crushed by a horse-drawn carriage. Marie, now a widow with two young daughters, was offered her husband's teaching post. She accepted, and became the first female professor at the Sorbonne. But she didn't stop there. She continued the research they began together, and pushed it further. In 1911, she won her second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry, for isolating pure radium. To this day, no one else has received Nobel Prizes in two different scientific fields. She had become not just a scientist, but a symbol. During World War I, Marie refused to stand aside. She developed mobile X-ray units and trained nurses to use them, traveling to the front lines herself. These machines saved thousands of wounded soldiers. But the years of exposure to radiation, without any protection, began to take a toll on her body. Her hands trembled. Her bones weakened. Yet she kept working. She never patented her discoveries. She never profited from radium. For her, science was not a business, it was a duty. She died in 1934, from a condition caused by radiation exposure. But what she left behind was nothing short of a revolution. Marie Curie proved that genius knows no gender. That resilience can break down the hardest walls. And that one woman's mind can illuminate the entire world.